Hello, welcome to my review for Pokemon Journeys, episode 83, The Cleffa That Became a Star. Now I'm going to make this a quick one because it reminded me a lot of movie 3. A little girl has experienced a loss, and some unknown basically act upon her desires. In this case, a girl lost her Cleffa, Kirara, believes that Cleffa's become a star, so the unknown make an infinite night where she can see the stars. The something I really like about this endless night is that Ash asks how it impacts how people eat, and Kakuna says that yeah, this is something that'll throw people off routines. So when we get to the town in Johto in the morning, but it looks like it's the middle of the night, with everyone trying to go about their regular routines, it's very weird to see, and it did throw me off. So there's a dynamic of Kirara being quite saddened over seeing how Ash and Go interact with Pikachu and Grookey. It reminds her of her friendship with Cleffa. And we get some pretty direct confirmation that Cleffa died too, as her mum tells Ash and Go that it went to heaven. So she told Kirara that Cleffa became a star. It's actually really emotional, and I'd say this episode does a great job at really hitting the emotional basis. I feel so bad for Kirara the whole time. Another key aspect of this episode is how Go investigating the unknown leads the boys to meet with Sinnoh's champion Cynthia, who's in an archaeology museum. Since Unknown is part of Cynthia's research, she joins them and they theorize the Unknown responded to Kirara's strong feelings. This leads them to come across Kirara once more, and it eventually leads them into a battle against the Unknown and the illusions they cast. Copies of Pikachu, Cinderace, and Garchomp, which Cynthia overcomes. Defeated, the Unknown give Kirara a chance to say goodbye to Cleffa, and that's the end of the Infinite Night. So really the highlight of this episode for me was Kirara's grief. She's a kid struggling while being in this fantastical world and it ends up causing trouble for everyone else. You can understand why she'd feel that way and it's really emotional. I'm probably not doing justice for how much I really liked her story. It really is sad, and even it has beats of movie 3 that make it so enjoyable here that I do not mind it. And the payoff at the end? So good, so good. Cynthia's inclusion here is nice, but it doesn't really feel necessary either. I'm glad this wasn't really a battle-focused episode either, and we get to see Cynthia in a different field to what she'd usually be doing. So we'll get to see a proper battle with her later. But yeah, you know what? Her inclusion was pretty great. I'm glad they did include her. This is really just a sweet little story about coping with grief, as well as reintroducing a character who'll be relevant later. This was a fantastic episode, and one I'll likely be revisiting because Kirara's story was just that strong.